Hello, scholars. I'd like for you to meet my little stuffed animal friend. Let's do something a little bit special. Animals are used quite a bit in order to draw. They animate them, so we are going to try to do the same thing. So let's put our little squirrel right here so he can watch. And this is what we're going to try to draw today. I saw this several years ago, and they were animating some animals and using the main characteristics to help define how we can identify the walrus, or maybe a rooster, or a centipede and a cow. But let's look through here, all right? And let's try to redraw, but the funny part is the eyes. We're going to animate the eyes on each of them. All right, I've started drawing my lines. Let me draw a line across here so we can do a couple on the top and a couple on the bottom. Which one should we start with? What would you like? Let's start with a simple one. Let's start with our walrus right here. And again, the characteristics are the eyes. So we are going to draw a big eye. And then we'll draw a little eye. Alright, so we have our two eyes, funny eyes. Now these are two different sizes, a big and a small, but let's do our center eye part. Let's make them the same size, okay? So these two are the same, alright? Now, we have our eyes, so now let's draw the top of the head. Ooh. We're going to keep it very, very simple. We're going to come down and let's give him a body. And that's all we have to do for our walrus's body. All right, keeping it really, really simple. And what is one of the main characteristics that you think about as a walrus? How did you know that was a walrus? Yes, because of his tusks there. So we're going to draw one straight down line, a curve on the top, and then we're going to curve that because it comes into like a nice point. So there's his first one, and then we're going to draw his other one, curve, and then big long one. I might do this one a little bit longer, curve, and then come down and do that. Those are the characteristics of a walrus, and we knew that by the simple characteristics that we want to point out. So that is our walrus. How are you coming? Let's do another one. How about, do you like the cow? Let's try the cow. Again, we have big eyes and a little eye. I love the animation of these. So let's see how many you can create. Again, the center pupil, we're going to make the same size on both circles, okay? And now, for my cow, I thought the main characteristics are the spots, the black and white spots. He has a little nose, so I'm going to just stick in his little nose. And then he has like oval type ears, so I'm going to put in an ear here. And then I'm going to curve it around to his head. And then let's give him a little bit of hair, like, all right, you can define that. And then I'm going to come around here for his face. And then the cow usually has kind of they always show him like a face that's a little wide. So let's make a wide face, and I'm going to just curve it around like this. That's going to be my cow, okay? All right, and then let's make a body that's really, really simple. Nice, simple, okay? All right, so again, the main characteristic, as I told you, was the stripes, or the black and white pattern on his body. So I'm going to start there, and let's come around. I just brought it straight down here, and I'm going to fill it in. And remember, Miss Ellis always tells you, we always go down like that, and we keep the same direction. We color in the same direction, it just looks neater to me, okay? All right, let's go around on his ear. Let's put a little bit of black on his hair here. Let's fill this one. Let's come around on his ear. Okay, and fill that in. Looking like a cow, as long as there's a lot of black and white. So, okay, and let's leave that as his black patch. So we've got one here and one there. All right, on his body, we can really show that he has some nice black and white spots. Alright, that's one spot. It's got another big one here, and it doesn't have to be straight. The other one I had more of a straight curve, but let's go with a more of an S-shaped one on this one. Again, up and down. We can always fill in the other pieces. The general part of it will be nice and straight. Round across. Fill in this a little bit. Alright, so that's our next spot. Another one here. You define how many spots, but don't put too many in, all right? Let's not put too many in. So I'm going to put another one over here. And there is our cow. A little bit better. Okay, so there's our cow. Nice job. All right, I can't wait to see which ones you chose too. All right, a good way of doing this is going on, you can go on YouTube or whatever and find various animals and then pick one. All right, how about the elephant? You like the elephant? What's distinctive on an elephant? His ears, his little tusks there, and his, of course, his trunk. All right. So on this, I just kind of did a side view. So I'm going to make a nice big eye for my first one. Round eye. All right, so it stands out. And then I'm going to wait, but I'm going to draw his trunk in there next, because that's kind of, and he kind of has a wiggly pattern trunk. So I'm going to over exaggerate that. That's what makes these kind of cute, to over exaggerate. And I notice I get wider here, okay? And then I'm gonna stop there, and then I'm gonna put his other eye right over here, but it's tiny. Remember, it's smaller than the other one. So big one, and then the small one. And I'm going to put his eye right there, and the same size. Make sure it's kind of round. I'll put the other one in the middle right there, okay? All right, so we have two of his eyes. I can tell it's an elephant just by that, but let's keep going. We need some big ears, so I'm going to suggest that there's a big ear. Oval type shape there. We're going to darken that around so it looks nice and thick. And then it kind of turns in a little bit there. Like a real elephant's nose or ears. Right? So there's my elephant. All right, and then we probably need the, let's put this guy right there because it kind of sticks out. Okay, and then let's put his little mouth in there. He might be going to eat something. And his big body that goes over there. All right, so there's my elephant. Kind of cute, huh? All right, so let's see what else would you like to make. How about the froggy? What's distinctive about the frog? His hands, the shape of his face. All right, so let's do that one. All right, let's put him right here. Again, love those eyes, nice big eyes. And then a small one. And then his pupils in the center, 1 and 2. All right, Mr. Froggy, you need a face. So let's put a face on there. And we're just going to make his, notice the face that I did here. It's more of just a curve and then angled lines. So let's see if we can do that. And curve in. See that? And then his body, we're going to keep him nice and simple. We're going to do here. And then we're going to come out with his arms. And his, that way. I'm going to do his arm here, and then let his body go out that way. Okay, just like we have here. Okay, now we'll do the other side. This side is going to be more cut off. That's okay. Then we're going to draw up. His hand will come out here. Okay, all right, so we've got nice skinny arms. And now here we go. We're going to do his hand here, and then there's one finger, two fingers, 1, 2, and we can do this with just V shapes. Did you see that? V shape, a V shape, and a line. And then we'll just put a circle on it. Another circle. And another circle. His fingers. Okay? Alright, so we've got his arm coming out, so let's let it come out this way. And again, hand there, hand there. If you want to do it that way. V shape. And a V shape. Okay? Put our circle, and our circle. Alright. Ah, it already looks like a froggy, doesn't it? Alright, so there's his eyes. We're going to make this part kind of dark and round. Alright. And then we're just going to suggest what colors he might be. I'm just going to show some little patterns in there. Okay? Alright, that's enough for our froggy. Alright. Do you want to go for the zebra? Let's do the zebra. How do we know it's a zebra? Because of its black and white stripes. So, same way. What are we going to start with? You guessed it. Start with the eye. One big eye. And then one small eye. Okay? People in the center. Try to make them the same. Okay? Alright. Now a zebra, kind of like the cow, has that kind of a ear shape. Okay? And we're going to put 2 of them out there. We're going to do it right above his head. Then we're going to put his hair on there. His hair is to there. Got that? Alright. Now, let's go to the shape of the face. He also has this kind of a long, rectangle-like face. Okay? Then I'm going to put one, because he kind of has hair down at the bottom sometimes. We're going to do that to make him look funny. Okay? Got that? And now, his neck is very long, so I'm going to start here, and I'm going to do a curvy neck to his body. See that? And then I'll do another one to show how skinny. We're going to exaggerate his skinny neck, and then we're going to have him come out for the rest of his body. Now, Mr. Zebra has hair on the back, like many horse species have, so I'm going to make little curvy waves down his back, and then I will fill that in. That's this hair. That's on his mane, okay? Alright. Alright, let's also give him his hair up here. And we're going to fill these guys in. The rest of his hair up here. Over exaggerate. That's what makes them fun looking. Another one over. Exaggerate his hair through there. Got it? Let's darken his ear up a little bit. Alright, now, what's the best defining factor of a zebra? Absolutely. His black and white stripes. So here's where you can have fun with putting a few stripes in there to make him look like he is absolutely a zebra. Almost looks like he has my glasses with that one, huh? And sometimes the lines don't have to go all the way across, because some of his lines do not go all the way across, okay? Alright, let's continue the stripe across here. Remember, it doesn't have to go all the way through. So we're going to make that one. And now we'll make another one here. So make sure we have a lot of black and white division through there. Alright, that's pretty good for his nose. Now, let's start on his body. We'll put one straight across, and then we'll do every other one. Okay? Alright, another one through here. Some go all the way connect and some don't connect, but it's okay. All right, put another little one here. And we're almost down to his body. Fill those in good. Let's put a nice big one through here and fill that in. Now the stripes on a zebra is a little bit different than the pattern that is on the cow. The cow has more ovally type shapes, whereas a zebra might have a few more pointed edge shapes. All right, see, it's more pointed. So let's trace it and then fill it in. Let's put another one down here. You can have different shapes on it. We'll fill it in. Again, I like going in one direction as much as possible and then fill around the edges. Looks a little bit cleaner. Okay, and let's do it one last one down here. Let's fill that in. Edges. All right, so that's our zebra. Nice eyes, semi-glasses, his nice ears. All right, let's try the next one. Let's try a centipede, and he has a lot of legs. All right, so again, let's start with the big eye and a little eye, and then the same size dot in the middle. And then let's start his body. We're going to make him have this nice head here, then make a nice S shape through there. Okay? Now, for the centipede, we're going to make curves. Notice I curved it around so it looks like his body is not flat. Okay? And you can decide how many sections you want your centipede to have, but make sure at this edge it looks like it curves around so his body keeps going around him, okay? And now the fun part, let's go back and do some legs. So after each curve, let's come off and create a leg. I'm going to start this one with kind of bent leg and then draw a circle for his foot. And I'm going to do that at every intersection, okay? Every intersection we're going to create that another little leg and a foot, because he has a lot of legs. A lot of legs. This one come out like this and put his leg nice and thick. Come off of this one. And then nice foot there. Another one. You can put as many. A centipede has 100 legs on him, so you'll be able to put as many as you like. That way you know it's definitely a centipede after every section. All right, so that's our wonderful Mr. Centipede, and you can create as many as you like. What I love is I've done here, we did the turtle, and what is distinctive about the turtle is his shell. Okay, so his nice head, his eyes, and then his shell is his defining one. The rooster up here is his nice thin neck, and then his little things that hang down. I can say gobble, gobble, gobble. All right, so those are wonderful. The other one that I did was an ostrich, and she has, I like it because I'm going to put eyelashes on her. Okay, she has a long neck and then a furry, furry, furry body. All right, keeping it simple. Who is this? This is Mr. Octopus, and his legs define him. This is the characteristic of the legs on the octopus. So you'll be able to create your legs as well. All right, one last one I'd like to do is let's try Mr. Squirrel. And the defining factor from him was his tail. So let's see if we can create a Mr. Squirrel too. Let's go with a nice eyes, a big one. Okay, I'm going to create his little head though first. So he kind of has a little head that I always, when I think of seeing a squirrel in the outdoors, I see his little head. That's what it makes, and I think of the nuts that he carries and then chews on real fast. So let's make that be the defining factor. I'm going to do his tiny eye over here. Make a circle and then put his eye here. Okay, that I don't know. I think of my little squirrel having something like this. Okay, you can decide what your little squirrel will have. And then I'm going to come down to his body like that. And then the defining factor is his tail. He has a nice tail. So that's how I'm going to do my squirrel. You can decide how you're going to do your squirrel, okay? Let's comb around here and let's comb his hair in. Mr. Funny Squirrel. And Mr. Squirrel has ears. Put on some ears in there, and then ears on this side. His ears come in a little bit. That's going to be my little squirrel. Make his hair up that high, so I'm going to pull his hair down and put a little curl up there. That's cute. I like my little squirrel. I'm going to put his little nose like that. Keeping it simple as possible. And then, of course, his big, hairy, furry tail. Okay, so that is our example of making wonderful, funny animals. I want you to see how many you can create and join Mr. Squirrel and I. All right, have a great day today, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.